Hi guys, welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promit and today we are with the all new Nissan Magnite. Let me give you a quick walk around so that you can see how the car looks from each and every corner. And I mean, just look at this color, this bright red color. They said that this color is a complete new color. It's not the ordinary red. It's a special mix, and as you can see, it gets the dual tone treatment also. So let's start off with the front end of the car, and as you can see, it gets a massive grille with some brushed accents. It does not have chrome. It's basically a brushed black finish that because of the light that's shining, it's looking like that. You get the Nissan badge right in the center. Then over here, you can see you get these sleek and sharp looking headlamp unit, complete LED. You see you get a projector for the low beam, a reflector for the high beam, but this is also LED, and over there you get the DRLs. So I mean, the indicator, when you switch on the indicator over here, the DRLs actually also light up, so that is a really good feature. And you can see that from the front it has this triple kind of tone finish where you have black, silver and red all together, and you have some simple bonnet lines. It is slightly raised from each side, but it's flat in the center. I mean, so overall it gives the car a very muscular and bold look. Over here, when you see, you get the fog lamps, and those are also LED. So basically the entire lighting setup at the front is an LED setup. Now let's move on to the side profile, and as you can see, it gets these beautiful machine 16-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, and just look at these designs. I mean, it is a really nice setup. And over here you get the Magnite badge. You get blacked out ORVM. Yeah, this is camera, and you get some amount of chrome is present on the door handles and all around the window. Over here now, this roof rail can, I mean, you can mount a luggage carrier. You can see that there are nuts given where you can bolt on a luggage carrier, and this can carry a payload of around 50 kgs. You get a black roof. Unfortunately, there is no sunroof in this car. Now let's come to the rear section. Over here you get these again sharp and sleek looking taillight units. Now this is not an LED unit, this is a halogen unit, and you can see you get a couple of badges also in chrome. Rest, I don't see any chrome around. You get the turbo badge, it's powered by a turbo engine, CVT gearbox, and the Magnite written right across. And that's really nice. I mean, the font size of this is actually pretty good, and you have the Nissan logo, a rear wipe along with a washer, defoggers, and you can see that this gets it's kind of a spoiler treatment that looks really fantastic. And I mean, it overall enhances the car's look from the rear end. I wish they could have given a shark fin antenna, but anyway, does not look bad. So there you have, this is close to a 334 liter boot space. It's actually not bad. You also have a 60-40 split. If you want more space, you can just fold it down. And as you can see that this tail light is split into two. It has a very nice design to it. You get the same color treatment in the bumpers as you get it in the front end, and you can see the skid plates over here. I mean, it's got massive wheel arches, and you get the black cladding all over. You get this, I mean, the treatment actually is done all around the car. So now let's talk about the engine. Now this is a 1 liter turbocharged engine, and Nissan has still not given the power figures. They have still not given the power figures. They will be out soon. It's a 1 liter turbo petrol engine that will produce around 100 bhp of power. We are assuming it will produce around 100 bhp, and you saw at the back it has a CVT badge, so it is powered by a CVT gearbox. So now let's step inside, and these are the door panels. They have these soft touch materials over here, some amount of hard plastic, but this is really good quality plastic, and you have some silver accents. These are for your power window controls, your ORVM controls, and you get some space to keep a bottle, and if you want to keep anything else. Here you go, you have traction control, you have the cruise control. I think, you know, this is the limiter, and this is to adjust the low beam settings on the car. So now we are inside and you see infotainment system. Now the infotainment system is an 8-inch infotainment system. Let me start the car up for you. And once you start it, you can see on the instrument cluster you get a display like this. That is really cool. And yeah, it is an all digital instrument cluster. It's got a 7-inch screen that gives you a lot of information. You can see from this button over here, you can configure it in a couple of ways, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. Tire pressure monitoring, I mean, you've got everything on board, so it won't be difficult for you to navigate and find things with the press of this button. And also you can see that the steering wheel is very nice. It's a chunky steering wheel. The grip is really firm, and you have a steering mounted controls. This is to control the infotainment system. This is to control the instrument cluster that is over here. And the steering wheel is not completely round, but yes, you can see that there is a slight flat spot over here. Overall, I mean, you can call it round, but it is not completely round, but it has a good feel to it. Your temperature gauge, your fuel gauge, like the trip meters and all. So now let's talk about this. This has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. AC vents over here, I mean, the cutout is really nice. It's not flat. You can see that it's got a nice design to it. I mean, the overall finish, the dashboard is really nice. I mean, there is plastic present, but it's good quality plastic on the door panels. There is some amount of soft touch material over here also. You get, this is the plastic, this is the AC control, the climate control. Now let's go check out the rear section, but before going that, let me just show you the seats of this car. As you can see, very comfortable seats. It's got this dual tone finish to it with a grey and black, and I mean, it has got some decent side bolster that will hold you in place. You have an armrest that you can place your arm while driving. The passenger can also use it, and yeah, the seats are really comfortable. And this is the gearbox. So this is the CVT gearbox. I mean, this is the gear shift, so you have your PRLE and L. This is the manual handbrake. You also get cup holders. There you have a charging socket and a USB port, and this is the start stop button. Now you have a couple of things over here to lock, unlock the car, hazard light and the rear defogger. Again, this is the climate control, and it is kind of digital. Now let's come to the rear section. Let me switch on some light. So yep, the rear section has a center armrest, and they have also given a phone slot just in case you want to sit and you don't have a place to keep your phone, so you can just keep your phone over here. This is a very nice idea. It's a very, I mean, usually people just give 2 cup holders, but yeah, if you're 4 people going, you can just deploy this. If you're 3 people going, if you're 3 people sitting at the back, again, you have space. And good thing about 3 people is that now the floor bed is kind of flat, so the third person will be able to sit comfortably. You have rear AC vents, you have a charging socket over there, and again, the same treatment on the door that was done in the front. We have very little information about the car as far as the engine goes and the color or the variants, but we just know that this is available in this particular right now. It's available in this CVT. We also expect a manual to come anytime soon. So color wise, there are 2 colors right now. You have one in blue and one in this red. I hope you liked this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'm Promit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and be safe.